In the deepest oceans on Earth, one predator has mastered the art of survival. The orca is only the surface of a much deeper mystery.
Not all orcas are the same. They don't hunt alike. Why? That's the mystery we're investigating.
The orca is the ocean's most efficient predator, 32 feet of muscle and intelligence, teeth that can exert nearly 20,000 pounds of pressure, a hunting success rate
But across the world's oceans, orca populations are not uniform. Northern residents of the Pacific, transients hunting the coasts. The question is, whistles, pulsed calls, a complex acoustic language. Each orca population uses a different dialect. It's as if each speaks its own language. How did this happen?
In the Pacific Northwest, resident orcas specialize in salmon, specifically Chinook salmon during seasonal runs. Their entire culture revolves around this prey. But in other waters, orcas hunt very differently. Transient orcas specialize in marine mammals. They've developed sophisticated ambush tactics. They approach with stealth.
Orcas hunt very differently. Transients specialize in mammals like seals. They use sophisticated ambush tactics, approaching with stealth and precision. This is learned culture.
Dialects are not written into orca DNA. They're learned, specific frequencies as. This is how orca societies maintain unique identities.
Produces inhibitors are sexual impulsive. Resident monon area produce entirely different Molotovs and as in a race. Thivobistan specificity is remarkable. The implications are staggering. Orcas have culture. But hunting technique is only part of the cultural knowledge. Different orca populations have developed vastly different hunting strategies. Some wash seals off ice using coordinated waves, a technique that requires training and precision. Orca society is built on matriarchal families. Grandmothers often lead entire family groups. Their accumulated knowledge, where to find seasonal prey.
In recent decades, Solkir konsplat the Bapet into se pura text and Dierfsulj. Nubdras a priest and restwald in tain tradition and year for sadtai. Winter or libres of locations where some obturations might still congregate, and faciation might still congregate. Laertes is a Silumbrun's historical feeding grounds. Orca culture isn't frozen in time, it evolves. When salmon disappeared, some populations began hunting new prey, sea otters, fish species they'd never hunted
But orcas
before.
aren't just cultural conformists. Individual orcas have distinct personalities. Some are bold hunters, always first to attack. Others are cautious, hanging back to evaluate situations. Some are playful, engaging in seemingly non-productive activities. Others are grim and focused. The scope of orca cultural diversity is astonishing. Residents and transients are just the beginning. There are offshore orcas, serious populations that rarely surf up as hunting sharks and rays in deep water. These are distinct cultures, separate sanctuary that orca culture becomes even more becomes telepied. These animals are intelligent. Their brain-body ratio is second only to humans. They use tools. They solve complex problems. They teach. Female orcas live 50 to 90 years. Over their lifespans, they accumulate decades of ecological knowledge. Information that becomes critical in the T20 when climate change has shifted migration patterns. This memory collective and individuals. Here's the sobering reality of oral culture. When an elderly orca dies, all the specific knowledge she carries dies with her. Cultural extinction. There's no video. Here's the paradox. Orca culture has evolved to perfection within stable ocean ecosystems. But the modern ocean is chaotic. Hydrocarbon pollution accumulates in
The impact of human activity of the wefts and makvadaners morsnons are of fortardidber. Ocean noise has its threefold in the maskini to gradi umasigned stolical culturtured. Orcas possess culture, not metaphorically, not as an analogy, literally. They have learned behaviors transmitted across generations. Acoustic dialects. What does it mean that orcas have culture? It means they're not just animals we can exploit for resources. They're not just magnificent creatures to observe and document. They're people.
Want a credit chin. Missed.